this is the game itself. This is stolen from Cruelty Squad, as well as many of them, including this red building texture and this yellow one. The for some reason I was playing around in here. This area with the water used to be much smaller. My original thought was that this was the supercomputer itself, and please excuse my gameplay here. It's going to be, there's another stolen Cruelty Squad texture. But I don't have a way to hold the camera, so I'm having to hold the camera and play at the same time. There's a couple of kind of, I guess, interesting things that I've never really seen in a kind of boomer shooter. What this game uses as movement is a movement program made. I'm going to go more detail into the movement because it was made by someone it's called Z-Move. It included a couple of things, so a quick movement, painkiller movement, the original Doom movement, of course. It's all configurable. You can add or remove things like crouch sliding and dashes and all kinds of things. But heavily modified the Dusk version, which I really love. The Dusk movement, the strafe jumping is easy but really fun, and use that as a base, modified a lot of things. And I guess one of the main things that you can do is, I was thinking that since angels have wings, they should be able to fly somehow, and it has a double jump thing basically. But what's really happening is when you hold space, you hover, and then when you let go, you jump. And the faster that you go, past a certain point, you know, past the point actually of where you can just run and jump and hover, you have to go for either strafe jump or do something else, like using the grappling hook or the dash. So what you can do is, while you're hovering, you're like, it's like air hockey. Like, you can slide around, and it's just, you know, it works like that. Like a air hockey, I think, is the best description of it. And so like I said, once you get going above a certain speed, you can release space and the character will jump. There will be an effect and you go way higher. And just because there was not enough verticality, there was no way to get up. And that seemed like a fun way of relating to sort of kind of the opposite of in Ultra Kill, how you can ground slam or just fall really, you know, when you're falling at a high speed and start sliding, you get shot off really fast. This is like the opposite of that. And I'm gonna figure out a way to record the gameplay, because it is really fun. It's just so much fun to play and slide around. And one of the other mechanics is a lock-on mechanic, like in Zelda or something, but it's timed and is, at this point, time fills the meter back up. But what I'm going to eventually have is something, either kills or shooting enemies on the beat or something, is going to fill that meter back up. And you can sort of earn that lock-on time up to a certain point and then sort of cash it in, where as long as you're holding it down and using the lock-on, that meter will drop down until it gets to nothing, and then it'll go away. Then when it charges back up above a certain point, you can use it again. And it is, the reason I wanted that is because you can get going real fast and it's real hard to aim at enemies. But also, a lock-on mechanic is on its own just too forgiving. You know, there's not really much of a challenge, but being able to have it every once in a while, to use it to fly by at, you know, 300 miles an hour and lock onto an enemy and throw a bunch of darts at them. That's actually one of the, you can see it on the title screen when it comes back around. One of the things is like a machine gun where you throw cross-shaped daggers. Two of them come from this part of the screen and this part of the screen, and then while you're locked on, you get two more coming from here and here, all kind of going at once, like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and so you can lock onto someone and fly by them, but, you know, get those daggers aimed perfectly at them, and it's just so much fun. Or even just playing with the normal Doom weapons. I also made by the inspiration of Ultra Kill, I made a rocket launcher that you can left click to fire a normal rocket, and then right click to fire a non-damaging pushing rocket. But yeah.